Allied to that, you don't need to be in charge all the time. So, the other thing I was sick of when I was going to things was being told when to talk, when not to talk, when to listen to people, when I was going to be and I hate doing, that's one of the reasons I hate doing this, because I hate putting you in the position of having to listen to you. But tough, you have to listen to me. No, but really, I didn't want to have something where we did that. So we have a structure that is, we start at 10 o'clock, at 11 o'clock we pause and we say, is there anything that anybody wants to say to everybody? Is there anything that you should know about, so that you don't have to go around and tell everybody in the room the thing that you're burning to tell them about. But apart from that, that's it. The rest of it is completely unstructured. And you do exactly what you're doing right now, except instead of a glass of wine in your hand, you probably have a cup of coffee. Although if you want to drink wine at 10 o'clock on a Friday morning, it's up to you. I also didn't want to be, and I don't believe you have to be, pushy and promote what you do. I'm very much a fan of the group promoting themselves. So I'm lucky in that pretty much all the people who come are active. They have their own blog, or they're on Twitter now, especially and Facebook. And so especially when we started, what would happen was afterwards, on Friday afternoon, somebody would be tweeting, I've just been to Tuttle and had a great conversation with X, Y, Z. And 3 other people would go, dude, what is Tuttle? And that is the only way that it's spread. I never did any promotion, I never worked hard. I've always tried to avoid working hard. But especially around this, because I wasn't getting paid to do this at all. Although I managed to keep a roof over my head these days. I've said that about being directive. I've said about not understanding that we get benefit from this, we get our money from this, we earn a crust from doing this stuff because of what we do rather than directly from it. So there's never been any fee for attending Tuttle, there's never been any, I've never made people pay to come to anything at all. We do now have, because we're in a self-catering space essentially, we have 2 pots on the table. One is the coffee fund, and the other one is the founders fund. Basically all I say to people is, please put some money in the pot for the value that you've got out of being here. And if you really can't afford to put anything in all, please put something in the. If you can't afford to put something in both, please put something in the coffee. That generates a little bit. That pays for my lunch, basically. But I've been appointed. I've had my appointment at the university as a result of doing this. I'm going to America because of doing this. I went to America last year because of doing Tuttle, and I get an enormous amount out of just showing up and seeing these folk walk in every week. I just turn up and 5 minutes later there's somebody saying hello. It's usually Tony. He's usually got a packet of biscuits in his hand. So, above all, I think the thing that I wanted to, I always tell people who are starting things or keeping things going or worrying about how things are going, is you don't need to be afraid. And the way that I fix that is by ensuring that in everything that I do, I set the failure barrier very, very low indeed. So the success criteria for Tuttle are that somebody else turns up. It's actually that I turn up. If I don't get out of bed, it really isn't happening. But I like to say that you know, if there are two people, if just one other person comes, he or she and I can have an interesting conversation, and therefore Tuttle has happened and it's been okay. And what's happened as a result of that? Well, you see, we get 20, 30 people. We've had too many people along. We're going to have too many people along this week because it's Social Media Week, and so it's been advertised for once in its life, and therefore we'll probably be full up. But I just wanted to, you know, say all of that, encourage you to keep going. I think the idea of a group for meetup organisers is a great thing to have. I'd love to come back and be part of meetings again, because I think the main thing we all need, the thing that the great experience I've had from Tuttle is that everybody is looking for connection. Everyone's looking for somebody else to just say, yes, I understand what you're talking about, and I think you're quite cool. You know, just that. I understand what you're talking about is great. Little plug for the Centre for Creative Collaboration. Do come and see us. Do come and see us on Friday morning at Tuttle. But do have a look for C4CC on Twitter. It's a great space. It's there to encourage collaboration between higher education and creative industries. So if you're in higher education or the creative industries, and so many people are, then it may be a place where you can do a project and do something cool. I'm going to be sticking around a little bit before I head off to the Social Media Week London opening party. And I look forward to having a chat with some of you before I go. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to dive straight in.